The number of confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
Hundreds and hundreds of bodies.
Hello there, Servum17 once again. This is my Last of Us Survivor Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the Financial District Part 2, and we're about to take out some Molotov guys with arrows, apparently. And I believe that arrow is intact as well, further enhancing on my theory in the last video that perhaps maybe the less amount of arrows that you're using, the more chance they don't break. No idea if there's any validity to that, but that's what it seems like so far. So as you can see in the corner there, we've got the Xbox One, and then we've got this dude who I'm going to probably throw a brick at, because he's aware of the person I've killed. He's looking for us, he's kind of leaning around a desk he's not touching, and he's coming this way, so he's going to get bricked. There you go. And I believe... yeah, that aggroed people. So the only downside to throwing a brick at somebody, aside from you'll probably be arrested, so don't do it, on this game, anyway, is it's loud. It's very loud. Realistically, the people downstairs shouldn't have heard that, I don't think. You know, we threw a brick at him, then we hit him with a bat. It's not that quiet in the post-apocalypse, I don't believe. But anyhow, I'm waiting for people to come up, because I think they know where I am. And I know up here is a pretty good vantage point. The only problem is there's two entrances, one to my back, and do you see Ellie? Ellie's looking behind me. And I'm always conscious of Ellie looking behind me, because it generally tells you that there's a guy coming that way. And I think she says, "Behind you, Joel," something like that. And there is a guy coming up. And if it's not on this run-through, it's on a run-through I've done There she goes. Shoots him for me too. What a team, man. It's moments like that when this game really makes you appreciate having her with you. Not so much when she's wearing her fucking clogs and tap dancing around you when you're trying to listen for an enemy, but still, it's pretty great. Something I might not have mentioned too, on the reticle. When you shoot somebody, if there's almost a starburst sun effect around the circle reticle, it means you've hit them in the face. If you get just the standard cross-like one, it means it's not a kill shot, usually. So you can always tell if you've got a headshot, even if you can't see, because those shots outside then at the people at that barricade were headshots. And look how many shells we have, man. It's always a fun feeling knowing you've got an abundance of shotgun fun. Like, when you've got a pocket full of buckshot, you're in for a treat, especially with the way the game jibs people. Some of the jibs on this game are just brutal and amazing. But check behind the desk, I think there's a note of some kind. Yeah, mob attack note. I'm not going to read any of that stuff, guys, because I've already read most of it. I haven't found them all, but, you know, this guide's not about finding them and reading them. There's actually a walkthrough being uploaded that is like a perfect walkthrough, he's called it. Which I'm sorry, but there's no such thing as a perfect walkthrough, so I immediately disagree with the man. Although I've not watched it, so I can't judge him on quality. His walkthrough is how to beat the game. I don't think it's on the hardest difficulty, so once again, not a perfect walkthrough. But he finds all the collectibles, so it's an all collectible run. Because to me, a perfect walkthrough is 0 damage, 0 restarts, you know, find everything, do everything, see everything. It's almost undoable. A perfect walkthrough. But this is the internet and people put buzzwords in the titles to try and get attention. Look at that. That right there is brilliant. That's even better. I just broke a fucking arrow on a lamppost because I'm an idiot. But that's what makes this game so good. You're sneaking forward, you have no idea where the enemies are, it's super tense, and then you look behind you and the guy's doing the exact same. It's just... there are no games where those moments happen, to me, that I can think of. Oh, it's so good. So good in so many ways. But yeah, people do put anything in the title to get your attention these days, folks. Like, there was a Last of Us walkthrough that I clicked on the other day, and it was, you know, it was a known YouTube character known as PewDiePie. And I'm just thinking, this video nearly has 1 million views. Oh, if I could get a picture from Futurama, it would be of the Professor, and it would come with a meme slogan that we all know very well, because it's a mood killer when you see stuff like that. But right now, there's only a couple guys left. I think there's perhaps one, and he's doing a fantastic job of hiding from me. And it's kind of that tense moment of both of us looking for the other. Can't see him, can't hear him. Wondering where he is. Push up to here, and I think I see him on the other side of this barricade, or the other side of these. Where are you? Like, these moments, these are some of the best moments in the game where you're not too sure. You're not quite sure where the enemy is. Are you safe? And that's half the fun. The tension it's unbelievable. And I think we're going to see him soon. But I have no idea. Yeah, he's there. See him behind the car? Oh, I didn't get the headshot I did then. And there is a quick kill. That's the end of it. But that was another siege. Essentially. And every single firefight can be like that. It can be a really nervous exchange of just brutality. And it's so good. And there's my arrow. Goddamn arrow. You lasted so long with us. We were like family. But it had to break sometime. And we're back on, very little ammunition. There's a nice bit of graffiti over there for somebody who is not quite as fortunate as ourselves, because they have no hope. But you can look in this bar to my right. I don't know if it is a bar. It might just be a store of some kind. You can do a little bit of looting, but once again, this is survivor mode, so the probability of you coming out with anything is very slight. That is a good example, actually. That desk there, on hard, I think there's 3 to 4 shells in that desk. On survivor, you get 1. And that is the metaphor for this mode. And here is the shiv door that we can finally use. And the difference in the shiv doors from hard to survivor is kind of crazy too. At any moment where you see me stand still like that, it probably means I was leaning over to my PC to change whatever I was watching while I was recording. Because I was actually watching the DSP playthrough of this game for quite a lot of this guide. And it's it's pretty, typical DSP if you're into his stuff. He's got a moniker known as the King of Hate, and he does get a lot of hate, and a lot of it is unfounded. It's people that do it because they just enjoy to do it, but for every single situation where I find myself feeling like he doesn't deserve a lot of the hate he gets, he does something or says something that makes me kind of, that's why you get the hate you get. But he's running a successful channel to some. What I don't understand is his upload routine. His upload regiment is insane. He's killing his content, I think. It's just complete oversaturation. And I was on a Gamefront walkthrough the other day, because when I make my walkthroughs, guys, I always check the competition. I always look on YouTube to see what other people are making, to see how they're doing it. And for the most, I do it to see the quality. Are these people showing you good techniques? Are these people getting you through these sections akin to the way I'm doing it? Has anybody found some super, interesting strategies? And for the most, it's the general YouTube thing of a lot of the walkthroughs on YouTube are kind of rough. And I was on a Gamefront one where James is playing, and James is notorious for perhaps not being the most gifted gamer, but he's a funny guy, and he understands how to play, a game, and he keeps it interesting because his personality is pretty much what you come for. And someone in the comment section said, you upload more, or upload faster, because when you upload in small amounts, you lose so many views. And I was really tempted to call this guy a retard, because that's exactly what this motherfucker is. And this is coming from someone who has experience in this area of blitzkrieging people's subbox with videos is not the way you get views. There is a reason why these people with massive amounts of subscribers make one video a week, or one video a day, shorter numbers than most. And a lot of people think it's because they've got shit tons of money and they don't have to do as much work, but it's nothing to do with that, guys. If you make 3 videos a day, 1 or perhaps 2 of those videos are going to get neglected because people are only going to see the most recent one. And unless they're the people that are super invested in your channel, uploading frequent videos in a single day is going to just end up smothering the majority of people who access YouTube, because not everybody has the time to watch 5 of your videos a day. Like, me personally, I still enjoy to upload quite a lot of content per day because I like watching content on YouTube. I like the prospect of having a ton of videos to go through. I'm the kind of guy that when I get into a channel, I will go to a playlist and watch 70 videos. You know, if I'm recording something, if I'm editing, if I'm doing something, it's a fantastic way to fill the void of silence that is, you know, if I'm not playing music or if I don't have something else that I have to focus on. And I always think of my subscribers that are akin to myself. Right here, by the way, guys, you'll notice there was a transition. There is a mandatory fight when you enter this room. Everybody knows where you are. The armored truck knows where you are. I think it's bullshit because you should be able to stealth. It's completely inexcusable, but it's how this game works, and you've just got to get on with it, really. So all we're going to be doing here is I'm going to kill the remainder of these guys, and then I'm going to run away from the armored truck. Because this is a sequence that you can't hurt the truck at this point, you can't kill it, so don't even try. Just evade, just avoid, and it'll be nice and simple. But uploading multiple videos per day, guys, is just not a way to get views. People don't understand that. Like, even people with big subscribers, they will still get diminished returns by oversaturating their market. It's literally what it is. And to bring it back to the topic, Darkside Phil, if you don't know who DSP is, or DSP Gaming, he puts up like 30 videos a day. 50 videos. It's insane. Like, I don't know how his internet provider does it, but then again, I am on a shit internet provider, so that's probably why. But he's always uploading. He's always uploading. And you know, if I was in love with his channel and I really liked his content, I would be in heaven, because there's always something to watch. But on the flip side, some of his videos have less than 1,000 views. And this is a guy who has over 100,000 subscribers. So statistics alone tell you that if this guy can have a video with less than 1,000 views, his upload routine is hurting his channel. And this is not me trying to do an intervention or trying to be like, yo dog, this is how you should do it, because that's not what this is about. This is just literally, on an analytical view, on a workflow of YouTube and what works best, less is more. Less is always more. And that comment on Gamefront was just, this person has absolutely no idea how the business side of YouTube works. They really don't. You know, there's a reason why there is one episode of a TV show a week as opposed to every fucking day. There really is. And it's not because they haven't filmed it, guys, or they haven't edited it, unless it's South Park. Because it's all done months in advance. But if they give you every episode in a week, there's no anticipation. You know? There's no moment where everybody's talking about it. There's no zeitgeist of everybody watching and everybody anticipating the next one and expecting it and getting it and being disappointed or enjoying. There's none of that. There's none of the social hysteria that gets these shows the amount of views that they get. Because if you had the entire season in a day, no one would give a fuck. It's a plan. It's been generated for a long time by people a hell of a lot smarter than we are, because it's statistically proven to work. It works on the basic human nature of the way we function. It's psychology. It's base psychology. It's an efficient business model, and some people just don't understand that. And I don't even know where that tangent came from, guys, but hopefully it was insightful, and I'm hoping the majority of you already knew it, because it's just standard economics, Stan. I don't understand it at all, but God, I love it.
We're okay. They can't see us.